Okay guys, this is my third attempt at recording this, so hopefully I don't get an interruption this time. I don't even know why it stopped the other time. So, because I've already talked for like 10 minutes recording and then the video got interrupted, I'm gonna get right into it. This is a reading on the Idaho 4 case. This is a continuation. I think my last reading, they didn't even have a suspect. So just to let you guys know, this is strictly for entertainment purposes, just tapping into the energy. And I try to remain neutral with my own personal opinions throughout this. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. We're going to see, do they have the right guy? And if so, what was his motivation? Brian Kohberger. In the 4 unalivings on the University of Idaho, not the campus, but outside of the campus, in Moscow, Idaho. So when I started pulling cards, I already pulled 2, but I'm starting over. I just got this overwhelming anxiety. So it's kind of hard to tap into someone's energy that's not the most pleasant. So just bear with me. All right, so do they have the right guy? Brian Kohberger, is he responsible for these 4 slayings? Can I say slayings? I don't know. Unalivings in Idaho. I hope that, okay. 9 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Wands reversed. Brian Kohberger and the Idaho unalivings. 3 of Cups reversed. 7 of Cups reversed. The Devil. Okay, well, just reading energy right here, like I was saying in the video before it got cut off before, I don't tend to ever really do yes or no questions in most of my readings, so I'm getting a very heavy energy. Heavy, 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 guys. Like, oh my God, sick, heavy. Whew, whew. And if you guys have watched me for a while, you know I'm like, I have chronic illness stuff, but I'm so sensitive to energy, so I do readings when I can. I don't do them. But it's like, oh my God, it feels like there's bricks attached to my feet and they're pulling me to the bottom of like 100 feet deep ocean. Okay, well, the devil being here, guys, is obviously, I mean, it's the devil, okay? It's a negative influences. It is, what's interesting is that I often refer to the devil as, well, it's addiction, okay? But I also often refer to it as like a codependency, see, that's what I'm saying, chain and bound, okay? So if you guys watch my other video, whoa, I'm gonna have to do some major clearing because, whew, I have been watching this case, guys, for a while. And to be honest, I had never felt the feeling that I have right now when it comes to him. I don't even know how much of this reading I'm going to be able to do because, so if you watch me and you watch my other video on this, I'm very into karma, karmic energy, soul contracts, spiritual reasons for everything in this lifetime. I believe it all goes back to, like, I guess, reincarnation, soul contracts. So what I was saying in my prelude in the other video that I got cut off is like, we've found out in the last 24 to 48 hours more details according to News Nation about what actually happened that night and the order of the unalivings, and more details about Xana Kernodle and how she fought really hard for her life. And it was like, no matter what she did, no matter how cognizant she was, no matter how much she tried, it was like this was a set in stone thing. This was going to happen. This was a soul contract. I almost feel like, and I don't excuse anything about Brian Kohberger, because actually in the video that just got interrupted, I pulled a King of Swords reversed and something else, which is like narcissist energy. I don't excuse him at all. I'm going to get into that aspect, but it was the soul contract, and it was almost like something happened in a prior life with someone being tied, like their foot to like a weight and being pulled down to the ocean. That's the feeling I have, but that could just be the feeling someone had, like drowning. But anyways, I digress. The Devil and Nine of Pentacles reverse are both codependency. They're both a lack of confidence within standing on your own, okay? And the Ten of Wands reversed is also, the Ten of Wands is heavy, but it's almost like, you guys, I go deep, no pun intended, because I'm talking about the depths of water, but it's almost like Brian Koberger couldn't deal with like his life, like emotionally, like his addictions, his like mental consumption, that his soul was like, he almost did something so horrible because it put him now in a position where he's like institutionalized, but he may end up having, you know, the death penalty. This is so weird, but it's almost like he was thinking that he was saving himself by doing something, so his soul, okay, not his conscious mind obviously was trying to get away with this, but his soul was like trying to be saved in some way, which is so weird that he did such horrific act. But it's like, it was like a cry for help is what I'm hearing, like, because I think he had these internal struggles for so long that he was like, well, once I do this, then someone, like everyone will see the monster that's within, and then like somehow I'll be saved or something like that. I don't know. There was a lot of unhappiness. There was a lot of misery within him. He was emotionally drowning, and he didn't feel like he had any options left. So my personal opinion is they have the right guy, but I'm not necessarily reading it like that. I never even came up with this. This is like just an interpretation of the cards, what I'm seeing. He thought he was alleviating some of his suffering by doing this, by causing suffering on others, but I don't think he was thinking about them. They were just a means to an end for him to get to a different place, which is so sad because, you know, I mean, these are people's lives, people who had precious, precious lives, and it was like, God, like they just unfortunately crossed paths with a monster who had endless suffering, who took the wrong route. What was he hoping to get from this? This is very weird, guys. Not everyone's going to like the way I do readings, but it just is what it is. What was he hoping to get from this? Seven of Swords. He was hoping to get away. He was hoping to... Okay, so there's so much talk about like his activity on like Reddit and all these as like undercover names, like pretending to be someone else and just pretending to be like a neutral person. But in a weird way, I feel like him popping on all those Reddits and all that, which I don't even find that part of the story that relevant or interesting, but it's coming through for some reason that he likes rattling people's feathers. Like, I mean, to a sadistic point. He's a sadist, okay? He's truly a sadist. And he likes feeling like he could get away with undermining people, and getting the power of getting away with things, and the destruction he can cause, but without anyone knowing. There's this really... Okay, so let's see. And he is a Scorpio stellium, so he has a consumption with death. He has a consumption with this like this dark underbelly of like life, okay? And actually he doesn't... Oh, okay, that now we're getting somewhere like that feels relevant. It's like he's soulless, and it was almost like he was trying to steal their soul by doing this. That's what he was trying to do. Yeah. Whew, I need sage. Okay. Let's see what will be the outcome of this. will be the outcome of this? Two of Wands reverse. This wanted to come out before the High Priestess. The Hermit reverse. Interesting. These are, so the High Priestess is quiet, is a secret. And the Hermit reverse, though, is, I don't want to just bring like random ideas up that don't really have any factual basis, like, even though that's kind of what I'm doing by a tarot reading. Let's get one more. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So I don't know. I feel like there's someone he trusted. Okay, this is really, okay, this is like literally just what I'm getting from the cards. I don't know if I believe this. I'm not trying to create any scenarios that don't have any factual basis. But it's almost like he wasn't planning on this aspect of what happened. Because the Two of Wands reverse is like something that went against his plan. Someone that almost like they swore secrecy. They've been kind of they've been out of the shadows. They've been in hermit mode. They've been quiet, but I feel this person is not as stable and reliable and grounded as he thinks, and they're going to actually someone that may have some intel is actually going to end up sharing something that he didn't think they would share. He might have told them something. That's what I feel. Could be, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces energy here, but it doesn't have to be. What's up with Dylan Mortensen? Why didn't she call the cops? Why didn't she call the police till 11 hours later? I know there's all these speculations about that, but Six of Cups reverse. Okay, now, this is where I'm going to kind of get my opinion. This is strictly opinion, and I don't want to... who even watches my channel, right? It's not like anyone from the case probably watches this, but I don't believe that there was zero nefariousness to her not calling. Now, I'm not saying she was involved, but maybe I'm projecting just what energy I got from this group of friends and these people was that I think Dylan this is such speculation, okay? I think Dylan had some bitterness towards these people. Not that she would wish whatever played out, but I almost feel like there was some almost like passive aggressiveness to why she didn't take part in assisting this dynamic more. The Six of Cups reverse, there's something that happened in the past with these people and Dylan where she felt like she didn't owe them shit. She had some underlying unresolved issues towards them. As someone who's been on this twin flame, whatever journey you want to call it, majority of people are karmic, okay? So she was definitely a karmic to these people, because if she wasn't, she wouldn't have aided and abated this situation in any way. Not even talking about on a physical level, but on a soul level. If she wasn't karmic in a negative way, she would have had her ass on that freaking phone, and she would have helped this situation as much as possible. So her soul did not have this beautiful intentions for these people in the house, okay? She was a karmic energy. Unfortunately, they were surrounded by a lot of karmic freaking energy, which makes me very mad, because no matter how much you don't like someone, at the end of the day, we're all humans and we all should look out for each other. And not to say she did anything purposefully, but I just think that she subconsciously didn't. She's like, I don't owe them shit. Okay, that's what I feel. The Six of Cups reversed to me is bitterness. Yeah, she was fighting with them. Anything she could do to feel like an upper hand, but I think she went back and forth about it, because I think that she had the angel and the devil on her shoulder. See, you guys, what we don't understand on this earthly plane is that everything is spiritual, okay? So she may have not had anything to do with these unaliving. She may have not known Brian Koberger. But in a weird spiritual way, her spirit was more on this. I hate to say this, but clearly from what happened, her spirit was more on his side than her side. So I almost, and I don't want to say okay. This reading is really intense, guys. It's affected me physically, but this is just what I'm getting. I feel like I should stop. Let's see where the 4 beautiful souls, where they're at energetically now that they've passed. I've already kind of used half the deck. I would usually go into a new deck, but Xana Coronado, Maddie Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, and Ethan Chapin. Where are they at right now? We've got the Star. This is hope and healing, and even maybe like became a star in the sky, like their guiding light for a lot of others actually. The Wheel of Fortune reversed, the 3 of Wands, some of them could feel angry about what happened still. Knight of Pentacles reversed. I do think their souls are going to move forward and they're going to look ahead, but I do think there is some feeling of they got the short end of the stick, which, I mean, obviously they did. So I do feel like there could be some restlessness within some of them still, that this shouldn't have happened this way, unfortunately. So, but I love the Star. That's beautiful energy. So I do feel like ultimately they're shining bright. Hopefully you guys get something out of this reading, because it took a lot out of me and it's very strange, but this is what I have right now. I'm going to stop. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. Bye.